What's up, Posse? It's Prema. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with
Padma.
Woohoo! And today we're answering your questions and doing our makeup. Now, I don't know if you have been a long-time viewer, or maybe not. When I started this channel, the first thing I did was I picked a topic and talked about it and did my makeup. Haven't done that in a minute, but there's been some issues with my hard drive and computer and whatever, so I thought, let me do a simple video, connect with all of you. Are you okay?
I just coughed.
Okay. Connect with all of you and answer some of your questions that you sent me on Instagram and Facebook. You can start your makeup if you want to.
You too.
Oh, and Padma, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
You good? Anything interesting at school?
Well, I didn't go to school today
How come?
because it's raining.
Oh, yes. It was raining pretty bad, like all night last night, up until the morning. And the thing is, you think like, okay, rain is not such a big deal, but couple it with being like 50 degrees Fahrenheit, it's pretty bad. I'm just putting on a primer right now. This is called the, hold on.
What?
I'm putting on my primer.
Oh, what's primer?
Primer is the first step in doing your makeup is you put on a primer, and it's usually something that helps the makeup stick to your skin better. It creates kind of a barrier between your makeup and your
What's
face.
this, the white thing?
Probably eyeshadow, maybe?
No.
Oh, what is it?
Maybe something.
So this is I am an e.l.f. girl. I always use e.l.f. products as much as I can.
Elf girl?
I'm an e.l.f. girl.
Ah!
So the name of the product is
You're
E.L.F. e.l.f.
You're an elf.
Thank you. So this is e.l.f. Retro Paradise. By the way, a lot of my makeup that I use, it's old. I'm not fancy. I don't have any people sending me PR packages or anything. So I use old makeup just like normal people. This is the Primer Glow Oil. So it's an oil, and it's supposed to give you like a dewy look, but I like to use this in the winter just to give my skin a little bit of extra moisture, because my skin tends to get quite dry
There we go.
in the winter. So just a little tip. And then usually in the summer, or if I have to be on camera, like I'm going to shoot a podcast or whatever, it's going to look great. I'll use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which everyone says is the best, and I agree, it's quite good. So the first question I got...
And I'm gonna look like a cat.
Okay. I normally have so much anxiety whenever I post things on Instagram, like questions, because I always feel like no one's ever going to say anything, and then I'm going to be really sad the rest of the day. I'm going to switch my microphone. Are you okay?
I'm just making my makeup to a cat.
Oh, you're turning into a cat. Cute.
Cute, huh?
Very cute. So I always have this anxiety that like no one's going to ask me any questions, and then I'm going to feel like so stupid. But I did get quite a few nice questions. One person asked, why are you so awesome? And I was like, girl, that's not a question. That's a statement. I'm awesome. I wish I had that kind of actual confidence. Another person asked me this question. Could you please do more dramas? Your dramas are fantastic. I'm really missing them. I miss doing dramas too. I would love to do more. If I was going to do a drama, I should have started earlier, like September or October. That's generally kind of the best time to do dramas. Everyone's kind of back in Mayapur, so it's a little bit more exciting. Here I'm using the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in Cinnamon. This
Mama,
is like...
how do I look?
You look fantastic.
I'm a cat.
Hello, kitten. I like this because it's like medium to full coverage. And then also, of course, I love e.l.f. It's vegan. cruelty-free, the whole blah, blah, blah. And it's also cheap. And also this has yellow undertones in it because I've got like yellow undertones to my skin. So that's why I'm using this. Yes. And then this is an elf one. I had one that was shaped a little differently that I like better. Like this one is a little bit too rough. But whatever. It does what it does.
Look at me.
Gorgeous.
I have a little pink nose.
I love your little pink nose.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do miss doing
So
dramas.
how do we look?
You look fantastic. How does she look, everybody? Leave a comment in the comment section below. Do you like this kitty cat? Is she a cutie? The pink nose, is it giving? Is it extra?
No.
Anyway, as I was saying.
What's next?
So,
That there's a cat.
the thing with doing dramas is it's a lot of work. Like everybody likes to watch dramas. No one ever wants to help with it, really. And it really takes a village to put a drama on. Also, they're expensive. Like, I don't want to go through the expense of like, and so much effort too. Like, I really need you know what I need for other than money? A costume designer who can organize all the costumes. I need a light technician, a sound technician. I don't mind writing the script. I need somebody who's in management that can communicate with management because I'm kind of over dealing with the management for the auditorium.
Now?
Beautiful.
I got some purple here and purple here.
Yeah. You know? And it's just like so hard to be asking people all the time, like, hey, do you want to be my drama? And then they're like, no, sorry. And then I'm like, okay, I just desperately need this one person to do this one thing. And there was some makeup on the back of this thing.
What?
Nothing. So that's kind of what's going on. I do like being in dramas, and I do miss being in dramas and doing dramas, and also, I don't know. I feel like also, you know, this is part of why I'm like always like, oh, my brain is so scattered. But the thing with dramas is that it's so temporary. You do the drama, people love you for a moment, and then like it gets forgotten. Beautiful.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Tiana.
You know, and then it's sort of forgotten about, and it just sort of disappears, you know, into the ether. And I really I'm trying to like get more into making videos. I'm just putting on a color corrector here for my skin. I use an orange color because I have dark spots everywhere. Yeah, right here on my lady stash. So,
Look.
gorgeous. So that's kind of what's going on with dramas. I was at one point thinking about doing like
I like my pink nose.
I love it. I was thinking about doing a trilogy of the Ramayana at one point. But because I know bhaktimarga, well, I don't know, but I'm sure bhaktimarga Maharaj is coming. I don't want to get in the way of his rehearsal schedule. So, because whatever it is, I mean, it should really be consistent, you know? But I'm trying to focus more on doing videos, and I want to focus more on, if I'm going to do the Ramayana, it should be recorded nicely so that it's like attractive for people to watch. So that's kind of where I am with that.
Look, blue here.
Wow, I love all the colors on ya.
Thanks.
Another question here is, what's a favorite drama you've done so far? Elf Hydrating Camo Concealer in tan neutral. And I'm using this to... Okay.
I'm putting makeup here.
Okay. I'm using this to conceal everywhere. I don't have a favorite. I love all my dramas equally. Oh, wow. You look so nice. Oh, no, I touched right here. I didn't touch here.
Looks good, huh?
It looks great.
Thanks.
You know what's nice about makeup is it's not for beauty, it's for fun. Right?
Move your hand out of my way.
I love all my dramas equally. There's not like a favorite one, to be honest. I really enjoyed doing all of them. The first drama I did was Welcome to Mayapur. And that was kind of my debut, I guess you could say, into the Mayapur community, into the acting world. And that was really fun. People still talk about it. I would love to do that drama again sometime.
I am Cat Noodle,
the drama I did after that, we did a Jamel, and that was really fun because I got to play a prostitute. There is no recording of that anywhere. I saw lots of people recording, but I never saw it.
I just write that song.
Beautiful.
I saw a lot. Cat making some words.
I saw lots of people.
I'm a cat. Where is that? Go on. I'm gonna sing. You talk and I sing, yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
Do you think people will understand either of us? This is how it is to be a parent. Like, I watch a lot of YouTube, and I see people like doing things quietly and alone, and I'm like, how do they do that? But a lot of people on YouTube don't have kids, or they're not the primary caretakers of their kids, so they can just do that. They can just do things quietly and alone. But you know what? I embrace the chaos. It's fine. If she wants to sing a random song she made up about cats while I'm trying to talk to you guys, do it. Gorgeous, fabulous, fierce, electric. Yeah, so Jamil was fun. I loved doing that drama and contributing.
Whoa.
After that, I did what was it? I think I did Pearl Pastime, and that was really cool. You know, it's very shastric and just fun. It was just fun being with all those girls and participating with a group and not having to direct. Then I got into directing, and that's kind of, I don't know, where it all ended for me. This is the 16-hour camo concealer in rich ebony, and I use this as a, what do you call it? When you contour? It's a contour. So concealer, contour.
I am a cat.
And she's a cat.
I'm a cat. So
then I started doing directing, which I'd never done before. And the first thing I directed was Subhadra Harana, which I loved. You know, I got to be really creative for the first time. And I didn't think, you know, I have a lot of self-doubt. So I was like, oh my God, maybe everyone thinks this is stupid. Maybe I shouldn't do this. And then I remember going to our first rehearsal, and Manju was like, yeah, I'm really excited to do this. This is so great. We love the script, blah, blah, blah. I was thrilled, you know, that she felt that way. Because sometimes I think I'm brilliant, but other people look at me and they're like, she's not that brilliant, you know? Or I'll have an idea and I think it's so funny, and then I find out later it's like super basic. That's the life. So I did that, and then I took on that big endeavor to do a Mahabharat series. We only ended up getting to the end of the exile of the Pandavas. But super great. Everyone loved it. It was a lot of fun to put on. I don't know that we'd ever have a moment like that in Mayapur history ever again, to be honest. Yeah.
Aww.
After the Mahabharat, I did some other stuff. And also over time, my skills as a writer had really developed. So by the time I got to do like The Banishment of Lord Rama and what's the other one I did? Usha and Aniruddha, I think my skills had improved a lot by then. Oh, and I was in only one of Maharaj's dramas, Bhaktimarga Maharaj's dramas. It was Mr. Puri. So I did that, and that was really fun, and it was something I really needed because it's like, you know, when you're directing and you're in control of so many things. Yes, Angel.
I love you.
I love you.
What is on your nose?
Contour.
What is it?
Because I want to make a beautiful nose like you.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. So that was quite a nice break for me that I really, really needed because, you know, when you direct so much and you're in control of so many things, it's sort of nice to just take a back seat and let somebody else tell you what to do, you know? And I kind of love that about acting. I actually would prefer to act over directing and all that stuff just because it's quite stressful to manage all of that. And if anybody else wants to direct, like, I will guide you. I will help you do that. Because it's a lot of work. This is the e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder. I thought this was a loose powder when I bought it, but it's not. It's a hard one, which is all right, I guess.
Wow, it looks so pretty on me.
You are gorgeous. I gotta blend this in. The thing with this e.l.f. camo concealer is it gets hard right away. So if you don't blend it nicely, you just see a bunch of spots on your skin.
I look like Spider-Gwen.
You look like who?
The
Spider-Girl?
Yeah. I look like Cat Girl.
You look just like Cat Girl.
Cat Girl. Hey!
What? I need the powder.
Oh, what are you?
Using an e.l.f. fluffy brush. This brush is quite right. Nice.
What's
Just
this?
to kind of...
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Do I like what?
More makeup.
I have enough makeup. So, and I also, I mean, of course, and I loved the dramas that I did with any students that I had, that any dramas I did for like open day or any other random things that I've done, that I've directed. I recently, when I came back from America, I did The Faith of Shabari, which was really nice. You can check out that video. It's in my dramas playlist. I did a little commentary about it. And yeah, and even more recently than that, I just did like 5 dramas at the temple, which was amazing. Like, it's an opportunity I never expected to have. And it was so great to be able to do that. So, I mean, I don't know. I loved everything I've done. I don't have a favorite. They're all my favorites. They're all my sweet, precious babies. Right, Padma?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's a good question. By the way, Padma, do you love dramas?
Yeah.
You love dramas?
Yeah.
What's your favorite drama to do?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I like all the dramas.
You like doing all of them. I know you go through phases. Like, sometimes you want to do Lord Ram. Sometimes you want to do Krishna. And then it's like, you know, Sita getting kidnapped. Hanuman bringing the mountain. But now you're really into, like, Makhan Chor. Am I right? Oh, and Kaliya. Yeah?
Looks nice.
I'm just going to put on... I know they say that you should do your eyeshadow first so that any fallout, you can just clean it up whenever you put on your makeup. But I always forget. So that's why I'm doing the eyeshadow now. Ooh. Oh, gorgeous. 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 Nice snap. Okay, so that's a good question. What's your personal opinion on musicals versus traditional theater? They're both fine. They're both great. I don't know how to read sheet music very well, so... and I love to sing, but I don't think I'm an exceptionally good singer.
Can you give me
So I've never been cast in a musical, but I do love musicals. I've always wanted to do a musical here, but I don't know how to do one without it being, like, cheesy. You know? But I do love musicals, love traditional theater. Or what's your personal opinion on traditional theater versus plays performed with miming and pre-recorded audio, like bhaktimarga swami style? So they both kind of have their own place.
Just
I personally, like, if I had a choice, I prefer that traditional I'm speaking, you're listening, regular style. Hold on. I'm just applying this thing on my eyelid.
What is that?
Oh, this is a eyeshadow primer. This is a Milani eyeshadow primer. I've had this for ages. I probably should throw it away because I really had it for years and years and years. But it still works, and I'm not dead, so I keep using it.
What did you say?
I said, I love you.
What did you say first?
I said, this is my Milani eyeshadow primer.
What did you say now?
In nude.
Nude?
Yes.
And what is the next thing you said?
That's it.
What is the next thing you said?
So I personally prefer doing that traditional theater style because then, you can improvise a little bit. You can really pull those emotions out and really hook the audience in with, whatever emotion you're trying to convey. So for me, I love this speaking, what is it? Like this, the live theater. But, the audio recordings have their place. Like,
I'm the captor, so I can do this.
So, for example, when we did the little skits in the temple, beautiful. Love how you did your eyebrows.
Thanks.
When we did the skits in the temple, at first we tried to do the microphones so that we could really improvise, bounce off each other, that kind of stuff. And then by the second drama, it wasn't working. And then we did the audio recordings, and I think it was much better. Especially considering we had a short amount of time, but also we could, add music, and the whole point of whether you're doing a musical or you're doing a pre-recorded audio or you're doing it live.
The sky looks good on my head.
Yeah. The whole point is that you want the audience to feel something. So if it happens with a pre-recorded audio, because then they can hear you, or maybe you didn't have a lot of time or whatever, do it. If it's better that you do it live and you say it and they can feel it and you're, bouncing off with emotions, do it. And if it's musicals and you can sing how you feel and the people will be like, oh, I love this song, do it. So they're all great. But for me personally, because I'm a speaker, for me live is my favorite. But they've all got their place. So I'm trying to figure out, because you can see a little bit here. I'm wearing this weird color green sari that my god sister got me. And it's got all these different colors in it. It's got blue and orange.
Huh?
It's got some purple, some pink. And I'm wearing a blue choli to go with it. So I was thinking that I always when I get to this part, this is where I mess up because I'll want to overdo the eyeshadow.
That looks so good on me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I always want to overdo the eyeshadow. I really shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had your shoe stolen in a temple program? I know last year I had my Crocs. It's not really my Crocs. It was my mom's Crocs and she left it because she didn't want it. So I took it and I wore it. Last year I got my Crocs stolen. Never found it again. And they look super similar to everybody else's. So, I expected it to get stolen, I guess, at some point. So sometime last year, but I don't exactly remember. I just know it was in that stall for all the, community devotees in Mayapur. And then my husband loaned me his shoes, and then I went home, and then he got me the blue chappals that I currently wear. But funnily enough, yesterday, there have been some monkeys that are hanging around our house, and they keep going up to the roof and eating the buds off of my husband's roses that he uses for puja. And we keep chasing them away, but they must have figured out like what our schedule is, because they came exactly when I left to drop Padmavati off at school. And yeah, and then when I came home, I could hear them making a lot of noise and whiling out up there, breaking up stuff, eating my laundry detergent. So then at first I was like a little bit scared because they're huge. If you've ever seen the monkeys in here, they're not cute little vrindavan monkeys. They're big. And they're not dangerous either, as far as I know. I've never had a dangerous encounter with the monkeys here, but either way, they're still big and scary, and I don't want to startle them so that they attack me. So I was a little bit scared. And then I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to get brave. But I wasn't like too brave. So the door to our roof is a metal door. So I just slammed the metal door really hard, and I was like throwing things from behind the door. And that was enough to scare them away, but they must have been mad because they stole my slippers. I went downstairs because I needed to go pick up my daughter from school. My slippers were gone. I looked everywhere, couldn't find my slippers. So the last time my slippers were stolen was yesterday. Some monkeys stole my slippers. They also like climbed all over my scooter, and then they broke up some plants. I think they were mad. I think they were out for revenge, and they took my slippers. They knew it was mine. They didn't take anybody else's. So that was the last time my slippers got stolen. It's always something exciting. You know, every time I've gotten my shoes stolen, it's a story. It's something interesting. So I enjoy reflecting on that. I'm using like a lighter shade of blue for the corners of my eye. I don't know if this is a good idea, but I'm using a lighter shade of blue. And then I'm going to do a darker shade of blue in the crease, and then like a regular blue here. And hopefully when it all like mixes together, it looks decent. I have to stop myself from doing like multicolored eyes, because I always do this. I'll be like, oh, I'm going to do green up here and red over here and blue over here. It don't look good. It looks heavy and messy. So I'm just like, you know what? I got a blue choli on. Let's just stick with the blue. So that's how that is. So some of you have asked me questions anonymously. The first one just said, missing you so much. I don't know who you are. Why are you missing me? Where are you? But thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. This person asked a really heavy one. Unmarried women face a number of challenges. There are men who trouble them every now and then, but other than that, also in the temple, there's not much seva, etc., because unmarried women are dangerous and are maya from what some perceive, and that's okay. How to overcome loneliness in such a situation. First of all, I'm sorry that you're lonely. That really sucks. That some people are ignorant. And being perceived as maya is not okay, because Srila Prabhupada makes it very clear, and anyone who says otherwise doesn't read Srila Prabhupada's books. But the women in ISKCON, the women that are Vaishnavas, are Lakshmi Devi. That's why when we take initiation, we're given the name like Devi Dasi. It's not ordinary. We're not ordinary. We're extraordinary. You're a Devi. You're not some Maya person. You're not dangerous. So whoever thinks that, they need to calm down and reconsider their life. Where is my tape? You are not an associate of Maya. So please get that out of your brain. I don't know who told you that, but they need to read some books, because that's absolutely not true. You are a Gopi. You are a Devi. You are Lakshmi. And nothing functions without women. Nothing. Also, I'm assuming you're in India. I don't know if you're in Mayapur. In general, it's really tough to get service in a temple in India, unless you live like somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. Then they don't really care. But if you're at a big temple like Mayapur or Vrindavan, or even like Chaupati or Juhu, like even if you're not a woman, like really keep your expectation low about service. because most likely you're not getting really any service. It's not like in the West where, like I was a pujari for a couple of years, and I could do that because nobody wants to join the temple anymore. So I know that really sucks. And like here in Mayapur, there's really just not a lot of service in the temple. Like, you can make garlands, wash pots or something, maybe help in the kitchen with cutting vegetables, but there's just not a ton of temple service to do. It's all taken. It's all taken. And I'll be honest with you, like, you need to consider that, you know how they say the grass looks greener on the other side? It's the same thing with marriage. So you're like, oh, I'm not married and people are mean to me because I'm not married. Okay, so then you're like hot and quick, you're ready to get married. You get married and your husband's like, you're not allowed to leave this house. You're not allowed to do service. You can't stay out that late. Who are you going with? I don't like her. I don't trust this person. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't get easier when you get married either. I remember Bhakti Acarya Swami Maharaj, my guru, for those of you that don't know. I remember one time he gave a class and he asked the men in the audience, in Bengali, he asked them, he said, he was telling some nice pastime about the gopis in Vrindavan. And he said, if your wife decides to drop everything and go run to Krishna in the Vrindavan forest, will you let her? Raise your hand if you would let her go. And all the men proudly raise their hands. Yes, I'll let my wife go to Vrindavan and meet Krishna in the forest. If that was me, yes, of course. And then Guru Maharaj says, okay, but your wife wants to do service in the temple and you tell her no. Do you see? So it's not like, you're going to get married and suddenly your whole life changes and everything gets better. It doesn't. You have to be very, very persistent about wanting to do service and wanting to offer any kind of service. If anything, like maybe find a friend that's married and team up with her and see if she can like get you in somehow, and you can do like the random, like I said, the services are so small, but you can find some little tiny ounce of service. And let's say, for example, garland making is taken up, right? Or like sewing something for the deities. There's lots of service that you can do, that you can just offer. So there was a point in time where I was like making jewelry for the deities and offering that. You could do that. Why can't you like make, and that can just like be your unofficial service. Like you make jewelry for the deities and you offer it. Or like you can just take it upon yourself to make a garland and say, okay, my service is to make these garlands for Panch Tattva. And you bring it every morning and they'll put it on the deities. Like the pujari cannot say no if you bring something to offer to the deities, So that's my suggestion. I don't think you should let anybody tell you that you're Maya, because you're obviously not Maya if you're serving Krishna, and they need to change themselves. Just because somebody's a man doesn't make them right. Let's be real here. Like service doesn't just mean the temple. Like service can be anything. Like nowadays, something I'm seeing that's really interesting is there's a lot of devotees doing service on social media. They're preaching on social media, and it's something that's not quite as aggressive as the, grabbing books and doing books. I put the wrong color on my eyelid. Why? Why did I do this to myself? How dare I? No! What do I do with this? No. Anyways, what to do? I messed it up. Anyway, yeah, a lot of devotees I see are preaching on social media now, and they're doing a great job. And then in December for the book marathon, they have like little book distribution, Bhagavad Gita kits and things like that. I think that's amazing. I was absolutely like impressed at how well that does, because people will follow young ladies and watch them preach, give little snippets of wisdom, and they're like, cool, I'll buy a Bhagavad Gita kit. just to throw them some support. And so I think be creative and see what else is out there for you. It may not be in the temple. It may be something else. See what you like to do. See what you're good at. Like, think about it. Write it down, whatever. See what you're interested in. Maybe, because it could very well be that your service to Krishna is not in the temple. I always thought I wanted to be a pujari. I thought I would be a pujari my entire life. I did it for like 2 years, and then I was like, no, this is not for me at all. I cannot be a pujari. I don't want to sit in this temple every day, all day, for the rest of my life. I want to do something else. So for me, it's doing dramas, it's acting, trying to break into making videos on YouTube, and be relatable, I guess, in a way, and just see where that takes me. I'm trying to lighten up this eyeshadow because I bungled it, as the kids say. Kids these days say, I bungled it. They don't say that. So I hope that answers your question. I want you to be brave and I want you to be bold, because you are a little gopi. You're a little manjari, and your place is to serve Krishna and to be beautiful and wonderful and be brave. And to be honest, I don't know who the man is in your life that is making you feel like you're a burden on society, because I don't know who sent this. I really wish I did. But just, you don't need to talk to people like this to say that you're dangerous and Maya, because you're not. If they have a problem, they can go live in the forest. The only person that really has a right to say, not even a right, they have a place to say anything, would be your father. Does he have a right to say anything negative about you? No. And you do not need to feel negative about yourself, because there's nothing to feel negative about. So, don't be crazy. You're fine. Just see what your options are. Be creative. That's my advice to you. Some scrapbooking or journaling motivation, please. I am going to make, I think my next video, I'm going to show you a PowerPoint that I recently made for my creative mom group that I'm in, about bullet journaling and productivity, which I love. I love that kind of stuff. I love productivity type things and sorting my brain out. Recently today, I was watching a podcast where they were talking about ADHD, and then they were talking about some of the symptoms of ADHD, and then I'm like, do I have ADHD? And I've always kind of felt like I had ADHD, but when they went over that official checklist type thing, I was like, I think I have ADHD. So journaling really helps me sort of sort my brain out, and I recommend it to every single human out there. Journal, journal, journal. It's so good for you. I'm just doing my eyeliner. It is e.l.f. Everything I have is e.l.f. I love their products so much. If they would send me a PR package, it would be the bee's knees. I need to get a new eyeliner, because this one is starting to dry out, I think. I like to do my eyeliner thick because I have really nice eyes. Yes, I just complimented myself. I like my eyes. I'm doing a new thing now in my journal where it's semi scrapbooking and semi bullet journaling. For some reason, YouTube, well, I know why. It's because of Al Gore's internet. That's why it's called the Al Gore rhythm. The algorithm, Al Gore's rhythm, showed me scrapbooking journals, and I still don't understand what they are, but I like the aesthetic of it. I like how messy it looks, because it looks like my brain. So I'm doing a partial scrapbooking, partial bullet journal, partial diary type mess in there, and I love it. So I will make a video about that, and introduce you to the wild world of bullet journaling and productivity and how it applies to devotees. Because I don't think devotees think this kind of stuff is for them. And I'm like, I assure you, this stuff will save your life. All right, I bungled it. Whatever. It is what it is. I need to get a new one. I'm throwing this away. Goodbye! It's gone. It's out of my life, out of my heart. What are your plans this weekend? I am hanging out with a friend. I'm cleaning my house. I have dance class. Cleaning my house. I'm hanging out with another friend. And that's it. Those are my plans this weekend. Where am I at? Oh, I need to do my lower waterline. Elf No Budge Retractable Eyeliner. Very nice. In black. Or whatever it is. I don't know what color. I met my husband. I met my husband in Chicago. He was a pujari there. And I was in Chicago a long time ago for Rath Yatra. And I met him there. And that's it. That's basically it. That's how I met him. He was a pujari. And it was funny because he was the pujari for Lord Jagannath, and it was Rath Yatra, and I was standing right in front of Lord Jagannath. So for me, whenever I see coincidences, I always feel like Krishna's trying to tell me something. So when I was like literally in that moment, I was like, oh, I'm standing right in front of Jagannath, and I'm chanting my rounds. And he walks up, and his name is Jagannath, and he's Jagannath's pujari on Rath Yatra day. It's like, can't ignore. So that's how I met him. Is everything okay with you? You know, here's the funny thing. I'm fine. And people meet me and they're like, hey, how's it going? What's happening in your life? And I'm like, nothing. I'm just good. I'm just fine. I'm okay. I don't know. I don't have anything to report. Writing a script. Doing some reworking of the series. I would love to be able to get it done sometime this month, next month. So that's sort of where my mind is right now. I'm also in dance class like 5 days a week. So if I'm not making a video, writing a script, taking care of my daughter, I'm dancing. So I'm very, very occupied. I'm very busy all the time. So yeah, so I'm doing that. And I'm doing my best. The reason why I'm taking so many classes is because I am aiming to have a dance done by February. That's why. Because I just, my dance teacher pointed something out to me. He's like, you keep taking dance classes and then you never perform a dance. So just do a dance. You need to overcome that hurdle, that fear of performing. And I've always had this fear of performing dance because I feel like, first of all, I'm like, you can see. And then I feel like everyone's going to laugh at me, and then I get all in my head, and I'm like overly focused on details. It's a lot. It's a lot to overcome, but it needs to be done. He's right. So that's why I'm sort of working so hard on that. Now I need to do my eyebrows. First we got to brush them with this e.l.f. brow. Why do I have so many e.l.f. products? I didn't know I had this many e.l.f. products. e.l.f. brow comb and brush. So I just got my eyebrows done yesterday for you. So now I'll brush them so they look nice. Are you guys liking this? Is this cool that this idea of me doing makeup and talking with you and answering your questions? So yeah, everything's fine with me. Thanks for the question. Okay, then I got I got 31 messages about tomatoes from somebody anonymously, which made me happy that they weren't like saying mean stuff about me. It was just about tomatoes. So, and you know what's funny? I love tomatoes. My daughter eats tomatoes like they're apples. She'll just take a bite right out of it. I remember when she was little and we were living in Minnesota, she just opened the fridge, take out a tomato, take a bite. I was like, what in the world are you doing? I've never seen anybody eat a tomato like that. But she did. And I thought it was so funny. The elf big mood something. Big mood. I guess it's called elf big mood. I had tried, there was like some mascara that was really popular. Like everybody on TikTok was like pushing it. It was the Sky High something. So I bought it. It cost quite a bit of money, but I bought it. I mean, I know it's a drugstore brand, but still. It was like the Sky High something. And it lasted like 2 things, like 2 applications, and then it was all dried out. Ooh. So I was like, never again. And then I started using this purple one, and I really liked it. Before that, I used to use CoverGirl. And CoverGirl, like, you'd get like a few applications out of it, and then it would sort of be a little bit dry. But I did like those few applications enough that I was buying it for years. And then I started using this one, and I really like this one. Also, the price point is excellent. I think it was like $10 for one, or $10 for two, or so. Yeah, it's $10 for two. So it's like $6 for one. So you can't go wrong with that kind of price. And yeah, my lashes always look really nice, and you get a lot of use out of it. Not like that Sky High thing. So I'm not going to listen to the internet ever again on that. It's been getting colder here in Mayapur. January is always like the coldest month in the year. And even though I'm like freezing, I prefer this so much more to summer. Hey, Padma, do you like the summer or you like the winter? You like when it's cold or hot?
I don't know.
You don't know? I think we like the cold better. Well, at least I'll say I like the cold a lot more than I like the heat. Because when it's cold, you can put on layers. Like I'm wearing socks. I got a couple sweaters on. You know, I usually wear like a chador or a scarf or something. But like when it's hot, like how much clothes can I take off? You know what I'm saying? Whereas here I can be like all bundled up, and I look so cute in the winter, right? Because all you can see is my cute little face. What else do I have here? I think is that it? Oh, I know. I need to do my lipstick.
Me too.
Here's the thing. I'll do my whole face. I'll do my eyeshadow. Everything will be on point. And then I get to the lipstick. I mess it up. Hey, this is the lipstick. I never know, like, what lipstick to put on. You know, it always looks really bad. I know, like, you can do a dark eye with a dark lip, a light eye with a light lip.
Which one should I do?
I don't know. I always pick something that doesn't look good. It looks too crazy. I feel like maybe I should do, like, a neutral lip since I'm doing quite a heavy eye. Oh, man, I forgot to do my eyebrows. I always feel so good, like, after I get my eyebrows started. Shout out to my eyebrow lady. She's the best. I always feel so good because, like, the eyebrows shape the face. So when your eyebrows are nicely done, like, your whole face is, like, on point. Even if you don't wear a ton of makeup, you still look really good. So always get your eyebrows done. You do look like Cat Girl. See, like, the eyebrows, how it shapes the eyes, shapes the face, so... We're here. Is it giving? This pink is a little too pink.
Why?
It's a little too much, I think. Look at that.
What?
I'm going to just do a little bit, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to just lightly color. Because I have to be on camera. So I need like a colored lip. I can't do a nude lip. If I do a nude lip, I'm going out in public. But on camera, like the nude doesn't look very good. So I need to add a little color. But I don't want to, like, apply the lipstick. This is e.l.f. Oh, by the way, they have some e.l.f. products at the dollar store. So go check out the dollar store. You might pick up a couple lipsticks there. That's what I did. I don't know why it's at the dollar store. It's like in a different type of packaging. So I don't know if they just sell a cheaper e.l.f. product at the dollar store. There. I just wanted to do something kind of subtle. And then I like to take a gloss and just gloss it over a little bit. Like I'll probably do a darker color just to darken up that. Does anybody else have that thing where you look at a lipstick and you're like, oh, that's a bright pink. And then you put it on your mouth and it doesn't look like that at all. That happens to me. I can't predict what color my face is going to change the lipstick to. I think I'm done. And I've answered everybody's question. Thank you all for the questions that you sent in. They were amazing. Did you like the questions, Padma?
Yeah.
All right. Are you done? Can we give a final look?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right. I'm going to go finish getting changed. I'm going to do my hair, put on the earrings, do the nose ring. And you'll see oops, sorry, baby. You'll see a final look from me. Now you're done. Alrighty. Do you want to show the camera? Let's show the camera what you did. Hang on, let me just angle this a little bit better. There we go. Look at the camera. Wow. Love it. Love that little red nose you got going on there.
Yeah.
So cute. So here it is. This is our final look. How do you feel, Padma?
Good.
Good? All right. Okay, as you can see here, this is the final look. Like I said before, this is kind of like a greenish sari with a lot of multicolored decorations on it. The blue here, I decided to match my blue choli here, which I really like. There's also this like pinkish color, so I decided to do the scarf, the gloves, my scrunchie in pink, blue eyeshadow looks okay. The lippy is lipping. Decided to keep it with the blue theme, did a blue earring. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but I am a curly girl now, so I'm letting my hair be curly. So a lot of times it's if it's a bad day, it's in a bun, but like I try to leave it in like a half up thing or a ponytail. And then that's it. This is it. This is the final look. So did you like this video? Is this something we should do regularly where I get to sit with you and talk with you about stuff? And you send me questions or suggestions for topics and we just sort of discuss it while I get ready? Let me know. Give me a like. Leave a comment. And let me know how you feel about this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please feel free to like, share, subscribe for more content like this. As always, be good to each other and be good to yourselves. And thank you for being Dham good. Bye.